an election year for them.
Yes, again, yeah.
The party in power is anti-China. The opposition party is pro-China. No one's able to predict who's going to be elected.
Yes.
Therefore, the citizens are in a state of turmoil. At least that's what was shown in the documentary. And this could totally be Western branding and PR, because it is media at the end of the day, and all media is twisted based on the emotion of human beings. But either way, what was shown in that documentary was that people in Taiwan are preparing for war. They're taking these classes for self-defense, and at least that's the message. I'm sure that represents a sliver of truth, if not the whole truth, at least. Will we see another hot war-based conflict in that part of the world?
There's always the possibility over there. See, recently Mr. Xi went to the US. He met with Mr. Biden. And apparently Mr. Xi told Mr. Biden that Taiwan's reunification with China is inevitable. It's going to happen one way or the other. It could be peaceful reunification, which they actually apparently desire, or it could be reunification through other means, which obviously means an actual ballistic kinetic conflict. Let's look at the two scenarios. The Chinese have been squeezing Taiwan, so to say. See, the Taiwan Strait is a small, narrow channel, just like you could kind of compare it with the English Channel, the strait of water between British Islands and Europe, kind of like that, okay? And the Chinese have a mega navy, numerically the largest navy in the world. And they always, these days, they routinely conduct naval exercises all around Taiwan. They have fighter planes, fighter jets overfly Taiwan all the time, violate Taiwanese airspace and all that. It's become a routine matter now. So they can, if they want, launch an invasion. Obviously, the Taiwanese defenses are very well prepared, and the Chinese would have lots of casualties, and they would lose a lot of assets, and it's not easy. It's not as easy as it sounds. But what this does is it pressurizes the people of Taiwan. It puts them under the siege mentality. It lowers the morale of the people of Taiwan. It's always like constant pressure. Chinese military exercises, Chinese live firing exercises into Taiwanese waters, Chinese fighter planes overfly Taiwanese airspace, sometimes even the island sometimes. And there is this barrage of Chinese language propaganda aimed at the Taiwanese people. And there is this interconnectivity between the two economies as well now. You know, there are lots of Chinese companies in Taiwan. Lots of Taiwanese are employed by Chinese companies on the mainland and so on. So the Chinese are trying to, do it by other means, not through war. But at the end of the day, if all fails, they may possibly perhaps go to war if they calculate that the equations will work out in their favor. Obviously, the Americans would like to use that opportunity, if the war actually happens, to damage China as much as possible. But who knows? So I hope a hot war doesn't happen. The Chinese may be able to achieve their objectives without having to resort to war. But that is a long, small, drawn-out process.
If you enjoyed today's clip, make sure you check out these curated playlists that we've made especially for you, related to the subject that was spoken about in this clip.